American soil as a cyclist. 127 riders rolling away from Amgen Tour of California. The world champion Philippe Gilbert, temperatures of the day hit 104 degrees Fahrenheit. 72 kilometers from the finish, 4 riders were still out front. A breakaway of 4, which had started very early on, were beginning to thin out as the riders got on to the slopes of Mount Palomar.
Down.
As they sprinted over the top, Lucas User in the blue here was scoring well for his team as well and keeping in the hunt for the Nissan King of the Mountains title. Carter Jones, though, was building the first day's lead in that competition.
Yeah, strangely enough, it was the third category climb of cold grey that really started to put the pressure on in the leading group of riders, reducing it to just 2 men. And still Carter Jones seemed to have the legs that may well
himself back into position for a likely win when we got down to Escondido, although the 2 leaders up front still had an advantage of just under 3 minutes.
Yes, it was starting to look as if there could be a surprise, but even Philippe Gilbert was suffering with the heat, which approached
minutes and just 10 miles of racing left now is Team Radio Shack, and also prominent up at the front there was Andy Schleck, but at the back there was a crash involving Luis Romero of Cuba. And at first the fall looked quite serious, but he would remount and he would be held back towards the finish by his teammate Ben Jacques-Mains. Racing in the United States before, and here they were now with a rider out on the attack. And Vestra, the 30-year-old rider, was quickly joined by Francesco Man.
One of the riders who could possibly win this bike race overall, and TJ Van Garderen did not want to give him too much of an advantage.
The field lining up, I think, realised they'd left it too late here as Mancebo opened up the sprint, trying to do what he'd done in Santa Rosa a few years ago and win. This time had to give bets to the Dutchman, and Vestra pointed at his sponsor. First time here, and we've got the winner. He would be the first wearer of the Amgen yellow jersey.